The exact age when your 401k starts working for you is not the one on any retirement brochure. There is a specific mathematical threshold, a moment with a name, a formula, and a number. And once your account crosses it, the entire physics of your retirement savings reverse. Before that line, you are the engine. After it, the account is. Most retirement content never explains what that line is or how to find it, which is why most people spend 30 years contributing without ever understanding what they are actually waiting for. Think of your portfolio like a species of Chinese bamboo. You plant it, you water it, and for 4 years, nothing happens. People assume it is dead because they cannot see the root system building underground. Then, in the 5th year, it breaks the surface and grows 90 feet tall in just 6 weeks. Your 401k is that bamboo, and the most dangerous thing you can do is pull it out of the ground in year 3, because it looks like nothing is happening. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where your crossover line is, and whether you are already closer to it than you think. My name is Nick, and I spend way too much time analyzing the data the financial industry wants to hide. If you want to stop being the engine and start letting your money do the heavy lifting, give this video a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It's a decent return on investment for the next few minutes of your time. Now let us run the numbers and find your escape day. The number that actually matters for your retirement is not your balance. It is the ratio between what your balance generates per year versus what you contribute per year. There is a specific moment called the crossover point when those two numbers switch positions. Let me make this concrete with a scenario most of you are living right now. Imagine you are investing $1,000 a month and your portfolio earns a conservative 7% annually. In year 1, your contributions do 100% of the lifting. Your market gains are basically zero because your balance is too small to move the needle. By year 5, your balance is around $72,000. At 7%, that generates about $5,000 in annual gains. Your contributions were $12,000. You are still outworking the market 2 to 1. But in year 11, everything changes. Your balance has crossed roughly $189,000. At 7%, that generates over $13,000 in a single year. That is more than the 12. The exact age when your 401k starts working for you is not the one on any retirement brochure. There is a specific mathematical threshold, a moment with a name, a formula, and a number. And once your account crosses it, the entire physics of your retirement savings reverse. Before that line, you are the engine. After it, the account is. Most retirement content never explains what that line is or how to find it, which is why most people spend 30 years contributing without ever understanding what they are actually waiting for. Think of your portfolio like a species of Chinese bamboo. You plant it, you water it, and for 4 years, nothing happens. People assume it is dead because they cannot see the root system building underground. Then, in the 5th year, it breaks the surface and grows 90 feet tall in just 6 weeks. Your 401k is that bamboo, and the most dangerous thing you can do is pull it out of the ground in year 3 because it looks like nothing is happening. By the end of this video, you will know exactly where your crossover line is and whether you are already closer to it than you think. My name is 1000. You put in. The machine just crossed over. Your contributions are now the supporting actor, and the balance is the lead. Every year beyond that point, the gap widens. Eventually, the annual gain becomes so large that your monthly contribution is just a drop in the bucket. That is the moment your 401k starts working for you, and it is the only milestone that guarantees you can stop the hustle and still reach the finish line. But here's the structural problem nobody talks about. Even if you hit that $189,000 mark, your crossover point might be a mirage. In 2026, there are 2 invisible drains fighting to keep you in the contribution phase longer than necessary. The first is the expense ratio. The average 401k plan for a small company charges about 1.37% in total investment expenses. It sounds like a minor detail, but a 1% fee can cost you more than $400,000 over 30 years. It does not just shrink your final balance, it delays your crossover point by years. Every dollar taken by fees is a dollar that did not compound, which means your annual gains stay smaller while you keep working harder to fill the gap. The second shock is the new IRS reality of 2026.
If you earned over $150,000 last year, the Secure 2.0 Act now mandates that your catch-up contributions must go into a Roth account.
This means you are paying taxes today on money you used to deduct from your income. When you combine high fees with shifting tax rules, you are essentially running on a financial treadmill that is speeding up. A 1% fee is not just a cost, it is a direct attack on your momentum. If you do not audit your expense ratios this week, you might be funding your broker's retirement instead of your own. To understand how brutal this math is, let us look at two investors, Marcus and Claudia. Both are 52 years old with $600,000 saved. On paper, they look identical. Both want to retire at 67, but they make different structural decisions that change everything. Marcus stays in his current setup. He pays 1% in advisory fees and another 0.75% in fund expenses. His total annual drag is 1.75%. Because of this, his net return drops to 5.25%. In 15 years, his $600,000 grows to about $1.3 million. It sounds okay, but he is still working for his money because his fees are eating his momentum. Now look at Claudia. She spends one afternoon reorganizing. She moves her high-cost funds into low-cost index funds with an expense ratio of 0.03%. She also implements asset location, moving her bonds into her tax-advantaged 401k and her growth stocks into her taxable brokerage. Her fees drop from over 1% to nearly zero. Her effective return jumps to 7%. In those same 15 years, her $600,000 grows to over $1.6 million. The difference is $277,000. Claudia did not save more than Marcus. She did not take more risk. She just removed the friction. Marcus is still waiting for his crossover point, while Claudia hit escape velocity years ago. One afternoon of work bought her $250,000 in extra wealth. If you are between the ages of 60 and 63 right now, you are sitting on the most powerful retirement acceleration tool in history. Under the Secure 2.0 Act, the IRS introduced the Super Catch-up. In 2026, you can contribute up to $35,750 per year into your 401k. Most people ignore this because they think it is too late to make a difference. They are wrong. When your account balance is already large, adding $35,000 is like throwing jet fuel on a fire that is already burning. At 60 years old with $250,000, your 7% market gains are over $17,000. Adding the maximum contribution nearly triples your account growth in a single year. 3 years of this sprint can add more to your final outcome than the previous decade of normal saving. Here is your escape protocol to find your crossover date today. Step 1. Calculate your ratio. Multiply your current balance by 0.07. If that number is larger than your annual contribution plus employer match, congratulations, you have crossed the line. You are no longer the engine. Step 2. Audit your expense ratios. If they are above 0.5%, you are paying a friction tax that is stealing your momentum. Move to low-cost index funds immediately. Step 3. If you are in the 60 to 63 window, maximize the Super Catch-up